Hey, and welcome back. I've been away for a while, but yeah, a life is just crazy like that. I know I've been talking about doing a Princess and the Frog review. It's not ready. So instead, we're going to talk about Zootopia. Systemic racism is a plague upon this world. I'm an American, and although we've perfected this concept, it is not a solely American issue. It ripples throughout our world. Whether Disney intended to or not, they've decided to tackle this very issue. And they got it very wrong. To the unsuspecting audience member, Zootopia is a harmless story about animals, and not, on its surface, an allegory for racism. So, let me get everyone on the same page and let's examine the story beats. First, we have Judy Hopps, a bunny who dreams of being a police officer. It's really pushed in this story that because she is a small mammal, not because she is female as some mistakenly believe, she would make a terrible officer. Personally, I find that odd because these large mammals would have a difficult time policing small neighborhoods. Duh. I mean, you can see that happening in this exact clip. But since the movie needs Judy to be the underdog, her struggle is proving that little mammals can be just as effective as police officers. So Judy is relegated to being a meter maid because of her aforementioned struggles. She racially or specially, you know what? I'm just gonna use race to make it easier to understand. She racially profiles a fox and decides he's suspicious, though he's committed no crime, and she's forced to leave him alone. But this isn't the last time we will see Nick, the fox. So, on another boring yet hostile day as a meter maid, Judy thinks she gets her big break and tries to catch a burglar who also becomes important again. But much later. This would have, or should have, proven to her chief that she's worthy of having police duties, but it doesn't. Due to Judy's eagerness and the chief trying to CYA, that's cover your ass, Judy gets a real case to find Mr. Otterton. So she coerces Nick into helping her while using prejudice along the way. She jumps to some conclusions and basically causes the mistreatment of an entire section of the population as sanctioned by the government. She realizes she was wrong and asks Nick to help her make it right. And they do. And the formerly assistant mayor, now mayor, was behind it all along. And she would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids. I digress. Now, I glossed over all the racism in this movie, so here's a supercut.
So fluffy. Hey! They thought it would be better if a predator such as myself wasn't the first face that you see when you walk into the ZPD.
A world where prey were scared of predators. And predators had an uncontrollable biological urge to mate.
You know what I mean? You're not that kind of predator.
The kind that needs to be muzzled? The kind that makes you think you need to carry around fox repellent?
He can't help it, can he? Since Preds are just biologically predisposed to be savages.
Watch out, because I'm a fox. And like you said in your dumb little stage play, us predators used to eat prey. And that killer instinct's still in our DNA.
90% of the population united against a common enemy will be unstoppable.
He's our partner, and we never would have considered it had you not opened our minds.
That's right.
What crazy world are you living in where you think a bunny could be a cop?
So let me ask you a question. Are you afraid of me? Do you think I might go nuts? You think I might go savage? You think I might try to eat you?
Doing skulking around during daylight hours. But I don't want any trouble in here. So hit the road.
Predators survived through their aggressive hunting instincts. For whatever reason, they seem to be reverting back to their primitive savage ways.
Police! There's a savage fox in the Natural History Museum. Officer Hobbs is down.
I'm not just some token bunny.
Well, then writing 100 tickets a day should be easy.
I, Nicholas Wilde, promise to be brave, loyal, helpful, and trustworthy.
Even though you're a fox?
What?
Fox, were you just threatened by that predator?
No, he's my friend.
We can't even trust our own friends?
It may be time to consider their biology.
What? What do you mean biology?
The only animals going savage are predators.
Listen, buddy, what? There aren't any Fox ice cream joints in your part of town?
Have you considered a mandatory quarantine on predators?
I think May Lionheart just wanted the sheep vote.
Hey, watch where you're going, Fox.
I'm pretty sure I saw a shifty lowlife climbing the fence. So you're helping plenty.
Goodness, they really did hire a bunny. What? I gotta tell you, you are even cuter than I thought you'd be.
The world was divided in two. Vicious predator or meek prey.
Just stated the facts of the case. I mean, it's not like a bunny could go savage.
Right, but a fox could, huh?
Sir, I know what I saw. He almost killed us.
Or maybe any aggressive predator looks savage to you rabbits.
Go back to the forest, predator!
I'm from the savannah.
No, no! What did I do wrong, you guys? No! Please tell me, what did I do wrong? What did I do? No!
If you thought we would ever trust a fox without a muzzle, you're even dumber than you look.
Nick, stop it. You're not like them.
Oh, there's a them now.
You may be thinking, Jesus, Claire, we get it. The movie is about not being prejudiced, duh. But no, you don't get it. The movie is about you not being prejudiced. But that's not how you resolve a system of racism. You see, long before the sheep even had her job, there was racism. And consistently through her tenure, it was there too. But after she goes to prison, the racism is gone. The movie is saying that the problem with this prejudice is that it is individual. There is nothing stopping anyone in reality. Each individual animal is prejudiced. And if they just stopped being small-minded, almost literally in Bellwether's case,
And us little guys really need to stick together, right?
that everything will be okay and that people can achieve what they want. Now, this world of Zootopia is fictional, completely made for this movie. And because of the tight world building, I'm not going to place the rules and laws of my world upon it. But using what we know of this world from the movie, it's apparent that there is a system of racism. And it's misleading and problematic to simplify this world's problems with racism as simply the plot of a villainous scheme. It's bigger, it's deeper, and far more insidious. From the history in the beginning, where predators are flat out called savages, to non-stop insinuations about them being killers, and not to mention specifically targeting foxes for all things evil and wily. This is deeply entrenched in their society. Let's not forget that many mammals, for one, are omnivorous, but the movie insists that all the animals that eat meat are a minority. Who would think that even squirrels, mice, and chipmunks eat meat? They're so cute, but they do. In reality, from the moment when Judy claims that predators are savages, slipping into their basic instincts, the movie should not have moved simply to a single villain, but exposed the hypocrisy of the whole world. After all, even plants can eat meat, but they are not evil. And herbivores are eating living beings too, even though they cannot cry out and they don't bleed blood. I mean, trust me, I grew some lettuce, and when I cut a leaf, I saw it bleed. Just not blood. It's not evil to eat, and it's really only insects who may not kill something in order to feast, because it may already be dead. Making the citizens of Zootopia remove the systems that allow them to demonize mammals that eat meat. It's kind of absurd to refer to them only as predators unilaterally. And take solace in the fact that they are the sentient race with many other meats to dine on if they choose, including fish, birds, and insects. Like I said, this prejudice was not born of a single sheep, and it's as absurd as the racism in our own world. There isn't a single person to stamp out here to resolve our own problem, and it shouldn't have been the solution to Zootopia's. So, tell me what you think. And thank you for watching. Bye.
That went so fast, I didn't get a chance to mention you or say anything about how we...
Oh, I think you said plenty.